Tatra Yatra Sarvatra Sri Ramamayam. Welcome to fortune telling training. Today we are going to discuss about what is called as Jata Prashna. What is Jata Prashna? Jata Prashna is a system where the birth chart is also involved in the Prashna chart. That is Chakrasya Chakra, right? That is the birth chart, the Prashna chart relating to birth chart. So therefore, both things are combined. For this, there is a software, Divya Chakshu, in mobile apps, Android. You will get both birth chart superimposed by the Prashna. That is, at a particular moment, the moment chart is also included. For example, here, where the planetary names are written in English, that is the natal chart. It is 3/8/1969, right? Jata Prashna relating to 12/1/2023 at 12:30 p.m. The Lagna, the natal Lagna is Sagittarius. In the red color, it is marked here. This is Prashna Lagna. That means you have both Prashna Lagna and these Lagnas together. Now, what is that we are going to do is Prastuta Bhava. Prastuta Bhava means the one which is in the Prashna, which particular Bhava, question relating to which particular Bhava, we are selecting it. Note that Bhava in birth chart. So now the Lagna here, Prashna Lagna is Kumbha, 10th house is Vrishchika. This is how this to be noted. Note down this. Now the principle comes here. If the Prashna Bhava is having kind or benefic planets influence from transit planets, that is Prashna Bhava, 10th house of the Prashna Bhava. That is the time chart. Prashna Bhava means treasure. From the Prashna Bhava, 10th house, if that is having kind and benefic planets influence from the transit planets and from the Prashna planet itself. Second thing is, if the Prashna Bhava is having kind benefic planets influence from the natal planets, the same 10th Bhava of the Prashna chart having influence from the natal planets, benefic planets, kind and benefic. Then, or if the Prashna Bhava Lord, if the Prashna Bhava Lord himself is having influence of the kind planets either from transit or natal planets, both. If they are having both, very good. Other either this or that, he should have it. These three conditions, if it is fulfilled, then the matter will be perfectly matched. Here, the question is, what is my profession status? What is my professional status was the question. So therefore, the 10th house is taken. Right? We'll come to that analysis afterwards. First, let us have the rules. Now, influence of cruel or malefic planets will create hindrance. That is, suppose if there is benefic and kind planet influence is there, apart from it, if it is also cruel and malefic planet influence is also there, then there will be some hindrances. Problems will be there before getting resolved. The intensity of trouble will be proportional to the number of malefic afflictions. If the more number of malefic planets are influencing the bhava, then there will be problem in that matter. You need remedies or you need more efforts to get it clear. But the matter will happen only when there is a benefic aspect is also, the benefic influence is also there. What are the influence? We'll talk about it. One is aspect, one is being in the bhava or aspect. Right. Now, what are the benefic planets? Benefic planets are those, the planets, whichever Prashna Lagna we are taking it, the group of planets, that is Prashna Lagna group. If it is a Venus group, all the Venus group planets are beneficial to it, whatever may be the lordship, right? And if it is a Jupiter group Lagna, all the Jupiter group planets are beneficial to it. One. Other than that, Jupiter is beneficial. Jupiter is that is natural kind of planets. Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury. Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury, and full moon. The moon, as we know, we have discussed many things. Moon, you have to be analyzed properly to understand what is the role he is playing. Whether he is playing like a Venus, whether he is playing like a Mercury, whether he is playing like a Saturn, whether he is playing like a Mars. This is to be analyzed. If it's a full moon, he is act like a Jupiter. If he is 75%, that degrees we have already discussed, then he will act like a Venus. 50% he will act like Mercury. Below that, he will act like up to 22.5%, he will act like Mars. Then below that, he will act like Saturn. So therefore, that has to be taken into consideration. Then, irrespective of the lordships, the same group planets are always beneficial. That is malefic or benefic, what we are talking about, right? Kind and cruel means only natural kind and natural cruel. So this is how this is to be done. The matter is positive if there is at least one benefic influence on the Prashna Bhava. At least one benefic planet should be there. Benefic or kind planet should be there. Then the matter is going to happen. Stronger the benefic, positive, happier results are expected. That is, again, the strength comes into picture, right? Benefic, the planet which is aspecting the bhava, if is not debilitated, not combust, and not defeated by the cruel, he is very strong. Else he is weak. Therefore, the one which is giving the result must be strong. Otherwise, it is not considered as good. Similarly, cruel malefic plants, if exalted, they will reduce their malefic effects. Or if they are in own sign, they will they will not be the cruel, they will be good only. In friendlies also, considerably the cruelty is reduced. But if they are defeated by kind planets, they lose their cruel and malefic effects. Or if they are defeated by the, suppose in the war, if they are defeated, if Jupiter, Mars is a cruel planet, if Jupiter is winning over him, more degree than Mars, then Mars will also lose its cruelty. But if these cruel planets and the malefic planets, if they are debilitated, combust, they will give very dangerous results. These are the rules first. Now we go for analysis part of it. See, now Prashna Lagna is there. The question was about the profession, the status, his professional status. So we take from Prashna Lagna, we take 10th house. Okay. Now 10th house is Scorpio. In the Scorpio, the Lagna Lord himself is sitting here. See, this is Prashna Lagna. Not only that, even the natal chart also, Mars is sitting here only. That is two effect. From the natal planet and from the transit planet, the Prashna chart, both Mars is sitting here. Then Sun is also a successful planet. Sun is here, 10th Lord is sitting there. It is very getting. Then the Lagna Lord, this Lagna Lord, Jupiter, Saturn, he is also seeing a 10th aspect, from the 10th aspect. From the 10th aspect, there is a lot of difference between 3rd aspect of Saturn, 7th aspect of Saturn, and 10th aspect. 10th aspect, purely karma. It is very fantastic because he is a natural karma house lord. Now here he is the lord of Kumbha. Then he is seeing the 10th house, which is, one is naturally a very favorable house for him, 10th. Second thing is, he is seeing this 10th house. Then if you are more intelligent enough, he is seeing the Mars also. The Mars is a beautiful guest for Saturn because in his own house, so-called natural 10th house, Mars gets exalted. Therefore, this is beauty, that is where the beauty comes into picture. Now, it is doubly satisfied. That is, Saturn is also seeing here. Saturn is also what we call it is about Jivanopadi. Whether it's karma karaka, second part. We will not bother about karma. Karma is a philosophical attitude. But he is Jivanopadi. And that Jivanopadi is status in the life. So he is also seeing the 10th house. And he is, for this Lagna, though he is cruel, being a Lagna Lord, being in Lagna, and he is seeing this. Along with him, same group Lord Rahu is also sitting, which is an indication that it has something to do with the foreign. And this man is working for a foreign company, that much is so sure. That means his status will be increased in the foreign activities also. Then one more principle, late, great, legendary J.N. Basin's principle, which he has authenticated by classical text, that any planet sitting in a sign will also influence the other sign of the planet. There are, see, all the Tara graphs have got two houses, except Sun and Moon, all other have two houses. So any planet sitting in one house will also influence the other house. Here, Jupiter, the natural kind planet. Being exalted is supposed to be very strong. Chestabala. Then he is sitting there. With whom? With natal Saturn, who is the Prashna Lagna Lord. Both are influencing that Aries, which is the other house of the 10th house. And both are sitting there, 4th house. Right? This is including, we are talking both including natal as well as transit. So double effect of that. Therefore, he is splitting the effect. The answer should be fantastic. That is, yes, it is going to be very beautiful. Right? Now, the question of, see, any Prashna, we should consider it should be during that period only. From the date of asking the question, it should be 1 year only. In that, most of the planets, that those planets which take longer time to transit, they will take 1 year. Any other planet will take less than 1 year. That's all. Beyond that, let us not, again, pinpointing is different thing. The further we have to go for nano method of analysis, but let us, up to here, it is enough for us. If we are able to predict, yes, within 6 months or within 1 year, that is enough. Here, the Saturn is involved and Jupiter is also involved. Mars is involved, main thing. 10th Lord himself is Mars. Double Mars is there. Therefore, because Mars is the main Lord here, we consider Mars so that within 6 months, he will be in a very good position. This is the principle. Now, this principle is from the legendary author Sri Padma Prabhu Suri. Right? That is most important. So with this, we will conclude this Prashna, and I hope you will be applying this. It will be very useful for you.